Hello, welcome to this vlog. It has been a hot minute since a vlog. Why? Because I haven't slept since Tuesday. Well, I have slept for like an hour or two at a time, but never really more than that. So it was like, you know, I don't actually know what it is. Sorry, I must answer people because I'm in full ADHD mode. I have my presentation. I survived it. Alex is having her presentation now. I was very, very afraid. So I was working on this presentation. Like, I actually have to say, like, this time, I dare say that I wasn't just, not doing it and writing instead because that's where the dopamine was. I was actually working on this thing. It just took ages. I don't know why, because PowerPoint refused me, and everything took long, and I don't know. Granted, I obviously probably got distracted all the time, and I didn't even notice because it's just my nature, I guess. I don't realize that I do it. But I had it now, and it went fine, I think. Except that, like, one of the very first images that I showed in my presentation, like after the thing, the prof was like, I actually disagree with this graph, and I'm like, it was in the paper. Sorry. But yeah, so that was the thing. So I was working on this presentation since, well, I've been reading the literature for it since Friday, just a long time for my standards. Like that, I was started very early for my standards. God, you can see that my eyes are red. Holy shit. I rehearsed it for the first time today at 4 a.m. Harley, I fucking love you. Harley was my body double again and made me screen share so I can't ADHD off because I don't notice. Like, I don't know. I'm reading and I'm doing things and I'm working and I'm productive. And then, I don't know, maybe I have to swipe over to get a file and I swipe into the wrong direction and I'm gone. Over. Just, there she goes. So it took a long time to make the presentation. And I really want a nap. But I'm also hungry because I forgot to eat yesterday. And I have to eat to take my other meds that I also forgot to take yesterday. So overall, we're a mess. We're a mess, and the past 3 days have been terrible. I've had several breakdowns for several reasons. The most important one being that here I had a rib that was stuck. It still hurts. Like when I touch it, it still hurts. It was stuck, and with every breath, I felt the rib painfully poking into my lungs. It was great. I was I legitimately broke down crying at some point because it was just like, let me breathe. I'm starting to cry just thinking about it, but that's because I haven't slept in 2 days. And then there was the thing with the Drabble, which is honestly the most stupid thing in the world. Because like, I don't understand? I know it's just numbers and it shouldn't matter, but like, okay, if you post a fake on AO3 and people like it, like they say that they like it and they react on Discord, how hard is it to put, like, to press the kudos button? Like, isn't that a reflex for y'all? Because it is for me. If I read a fic to the end, it gets a kudos. Like, unless I really, really disliked it. But that's just, like, kudos to me is just a thank you for providing me with at least 5 minutes of entertainment. That's already enough for me to give people kudos. And it was just sad. I was sad, and my brain did the weird anxiety thing, and it was like, well, clearly the Merlin Drabble that received a lot of love, even though it was a tiny, weird thing, that must have only gotten so much love because the Merlin fandom is starved for content. Because the Dreary Drabble, the got like, no, I think we're still at 11 kudos and the other one is like 300. It's really like, it's out of proportion. And so my brain did a thing of like, so the Merlin Drabble only got love because of that. And also the Drarry Drabble must be really, really, really bad, and you should be very ashamed of yourself and you should delete it immediately, which I have so far successfully resisted to do because I've been told I shouldn't. Apparently that is irrational, and I am trying to not be irrational. The brain decided then that both of these things are the case, like both the love for the Merlin Drabble has been a ruse and like a fluke basically, as well as the Drarry Drabble is very, very bad. So I just kind of decided that I'm all over a terrible writer and should never touch words again, which is obviously not going to happen, but like just, I mean, I already wrote a thing again. I wrote a Drabble for Alex. She was having a bad, we both had bad days. I don't even remember what triggered it, but just, oh no, I wanted to make her shower, right? It was, she needed motivation to go shower. So I promised her a Snoopin' Drabble, and I wrote her a thing about a random Slytherin girl coming to Severus as their head of house, right? In the middle of the night, and Severus wakes up Remus and is like, you deal with that. And he's like, why is this Slytherin? You should take care of her. And then it turns out that the girl like doesn't have a mother, because obviously I can't have characters without trauma, even if it's a random student that I'll never use again. And she got her period. Nobody ever explained that to her, and that's terrifying because you just bleed. And Severus couldn't really deal with that, so he sent Remus instead. That was something, but I'm still writing, obviously. Still, I hate myself, and I do think I'm very bad at writing. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, several breakdowns over the last few days. So that was a reason for crying, at least twice. The rib, then the back, then the paper, the presentation, then the general workload of this period, which looks like that. If somebody would like to shoot me, feel free, because I'm not going to survive that anyway. Might as well end it. I'm joking, obviously. I'm stressed, and I haven't slept in a very long time, and haven't eaten. But you got a vlog. I did my makeup for the presentation. Looks way worse on this camera than on Zoom. Yeah, that's it. I'm alive. Barely, but alive.